All right. Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. As you guys see on the screen, Nine Wise is officially out. It dropped last Thursday. It's doing exceptionally well. We've already been invited to 2 film festivals in less than 7 days. It's just an extraordinary film. Nine Wise. Feel free to click the link in the description box as you guys see on the screen. I want to say thank you guys in advance. And we got a special guest in here today, man. We got a special guest, and they've been asking for you, Aunt Peggy. They've been
Hey,
asking
tell
for
them
you.
I'm still alive. Tell it like it is.
so, so we caught up yesterday. I was actually doing the show yesterday when you were texting me, but you want to get some things off, man. And how's boxing today for you?
Boxing is looking real good, but my mind is focused right now on Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao.
Okay, and what's your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts on Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence is that Manny, it's that time to put him in the boat, rock him to sleep. It's time to send him to the Philippines. That's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna really put him out, but we're gonna send him to do another job. Boxing is over for him because you have the truth. You got the truth coming in. It's hard to mess with the truth. The boogeyman, man down, body shots. Errol is that guy. To tell you the truth. Wow. Everybody out there in that 147, they know the deal. The deal is real. And we ain't talking about Evander Holyfield, but they know what time it is. They don't want to step up to Errol. They're going to see that August, the 21st? That's about two more weeks.
Yeah, less than 2 weeks away. We're less than 2 weeks away. Yeah, we sure are. And are you going to the fight, by the way? Or are you just going to watch it at home?
Oh, no, I'm not going to be. I'm going to chill here at the house because when it's these mega fights like this, I have to tune in. I don't want nobody bugging me. I don't want nobody around me because I got to see exactly what's going down.
Do you foresee a stoppage or do you foresee a decision?
Oh, it's not going to be no decision. This is Errol's time.
Gotcha.
It's like a clock that ticks. Don't the clock tick 60 seconds? One by one, we're going to break Manny down. We're going to take the power away from Manny. We're going to put them body shots on Manny. They both southpaw. So what we're going to do, we're going to size him up. But see, he's just a little too small. That same shot that Sean Porter got his hands knocked to the ground, Manny going to get that same shot. This time, a lot of people never really see Manny get beat up too bad, just like Danny Garcia. I try to tell people, they mistaken about Errol. They don't know. Errol can box. He can brawl. What is it that he can't do? My problem right now, and I hate to put this out, Derrick James, I need to see some more body shots. That's what got him there, them body shots. But Errol will be able to use that ring. Every 4 corners, it's going to be like a square dance on Manny's ass. Manny just don't know. He think because he went in there and beat up Keith Thurman, he going to get away with some of this shit. But that ass going to get got this time. He taking this fight because he really needs the money, because he needs to go to his country. He planning on going on over there, being the president and stuff, but he just don't know. When Errol called him out, say, "Hey, Manny, come on over here." After he beat up Danny Garcia, he knew what time of day it was. He tried to act like he did though, but the deal is real right now. He gonna have to step forward. That WBA belt, that's called Strap Me Down. And the night of August the 21st, that belongs to Errol.
Errol Spence, right? Did you watch boxing this past weekend, by the way? Because this is the hottest thing going right now. Did you watch the fight Saturday?
Who was on there Saturday?
Mikel Fox versus some guy from Venezuela.
Oh, no, I haven't been looking too much into anything.
Okay, because they robbed him, and it's just going haywire.
I heard about it.
Yeah,
I heard about it.
Yeah, it's definitely
I heard about it,
going haywire. Some other stuff going on about Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter.
Oh yes, with them two. I don't know what the deal is with them two fools, because Terrence is putting it out there like he been begging for a big fight. Sean said he been asking him for the fight. So now you have the fight. Let's do this. Only thing about Terrence Crawford this time, He will not let Sean Porter do what he did to Errol because he's going to box him. He's going to keep him out there. Sean Porter likes to mad dog you, stay right up on you. But you see what Kell Brooks did to him. He boxed him. You just have to watch the fighters and know their demeanor. Once that first round, you have to fill it out. Boxing. That's all Terrence has to do is box Sean. I'm telling you. But if he don't do that and he gets weak at the knees, Sean's going to take over. Sean used to play football. That's a strong brother. Mm-hmm. But he don't want none of Ennis boots. He don't want none of him.
Who's that? Who doesn't want any?
Sean Porter don't want none. Okay. Sean Porter don't like the fighters that really likes to throw a lot of punches. He don't like that. He likes to kind of maneuver around, take his time, and then act like he that what they call it, pit bull looking type, get up on you and just rough you up and hold you and throw you around and stuff. He likes that kind of fight. But right. If Terrence loses this fight, he's going all the way down. He'll never get a fight with Errol Spence. And see, Errol already planning. When he beats Manny, you next in line. See, they always kind of disrespect Errol. He can't do this. Errol is the pound-for-pound fighter. I don't know what are they looking at. What are they seeing? He can come back from an accident. Anytime a person can come back from an accident and beat up another person that's in that division that's rolling really good at that time, that's why Danny said, I'll fight him now. Angel with his little crazy ass, he needs to go somewhere and sit down. He needs to get another trainer, Danny, because he fights only one way and one style. He has to put his father to the curb. Not really to the curb, but you just sit him down over and tell him, enjoy like Errol Spence's father do. All these fighters that has these fathers, yeah, you're going to think your son is the best fighter out there, but you got to realize someone else can train them better because they will listen better to someone else. Right. Danny's not going to be able, he's talking about fighting that guy, Udonis or Udenis, you guys, or something like that.
Sure.
He's a bad brother. I think he beat Sean Porter up. I seen that fight. Sean Porter was on the lowdown on that. He know he got whooped on that fight, But whatever it's gonna be, it's gonna be. So who else you got out there you want me to holler? I want to see Shakur Stevenson
and Jamel Herring. That's next. Shakur Stevenson and Jamel Herring. That was finalized last week.
That boy is quick.
Who's Stevenson that? Jamel Herring?
Get hit.
Jamel Herring?
No, Stevenson don't like to get hit. Mm-hmm. He likes to be that. He has that little old mentality of a Sugar Ray Leonard. He has that little Mayweather. He thinks him dimples. He's a pretty boy. He don't want to get hit. And he got it. But his last fight that he fought, I didn't like it at all. It sucked. He didn't show me enough. I wanted him to go in there and do a little more damage. Sometimes you got to quit that running. You got to put your feet down and just go toe to toe. Let a motherfucker know I'm in this ring. This ring belongs to me when I step in it.
Right.
But Timo Lopez, he keep hollering about who he want to fight. He got all those belts. Come on over there. Davin Haney wants you. Javante Tank gonna take a lot of them down. Only one that I'm scared of Tank really having a fight with is Mikey Garcia. Because he usually fights at a bigger, he can go up, but fighting him at 140, I think Tank can't handle that right now. I don't want to see that. If Mayweather has any sense, bring Tank along slow. But that 130, 135, he can step into 140 like he did. But these experienced fighters, there's no way. Mikey is begging for that fight. He want to take Tank down so bad, he don't know what the hell to do. But I'm praying every day, Mayweather, get your shit together. Don't put Tank in there right now. Don't put him in there because that's not the right move. You don't want to get no loss. That's just like I don't want to see Terrence Crawford get a loss because when they get that loss, it's a mental thing. The next time you see Leo Santa Cruz come back and fight, it's going to be a mental issue for him too.
Right.
Because some of these fighters, once they get in there and they done felt that canvas, it don't smell good and it don't feel good. That's the first thing. If that clicks in your mind, you're already lost.
Right.
You have to have heart. It takes guts. You got to dig way down, Fred. That's why I'm saying with Manny, only thing about Errol, he can't take Manny for granted.
Right.
Because Manny likes to put a lot of punches together. And once he puts a lot of punches together, he starts backing you up. When that nigga gets you on the rope, that left hook comes out. It starts swinging like a lion, come roaring at you. All I need Errol to do is pivot. Pivot quick.
Right.
Pivot quick. Put that motherfucker back in the middle and start boxing him. I need him to jab him. Box him. And when he gets close to him, give him them damn uppercuts. Errol got to have a full package. It's none of this a little here. He likes to, one thing I can say about Errol, he can match you whatever style you have. That's what he did with Sean Porter. And that's what made that fight so hard. He don't have to do that. Stick to the game plan that Derrick James give you. If you listen to your corner people, Fred, you will come out victorious every time because they see what you're doing wrong and they see what the other opponent is, what they're bringing.
Right.
All I need him to do is keep Manny's little ass right in front of him. Right in front of him. And don't get over there on them ropes. But if Errol get Manny on the ropes, it's going to be a problem. Manny's ass going down.
Right.
Manny has never fought no one like Errol. Everybody disrespects Errol and says, oh, he's not this, he's not that. But when they get in that ring, that's a different story.
Right.
Errol knows this is his time.
Right.
He knows it. I feel it. He feel it. And I know your ass feel it too, Fred. You may not say it.
No, it's there.
I
got Errol.
It's there.
I'm
there. Believe me. They both southpaws, so you know that's gonna be. Manny always has that left. He always bends to his right sometimes and bend to his left, and he comes up with that uppercut. All I need Errol to stay to Manny's right, because if he comes to that left, that's power.
Right.
You don't want to run into that left. Keep his ass over there. But if Errol just jabs him, Errol has those short, I mean, he swings them little punches. That shit hurts.
Yeah.
They don't know that until they get in there and fight with him. They're going to see. They got a monster on their hands.
Right, the monster.
And I don't know who's going to beat him. He's going to have to step up and wait, you know?
Right.
He's going to move up. And one day it's probably going to have to be against one of them Charlo twins. Because he's going to have to, they're my boys, but Jamel, he may have to go up against him. Because he already asked, and Errol already asked him for Canelo. They asked him for Triple G. So them brothers is up a little, you know, it's going to come to a head. It's a fighter out there, I think, named Eric Lumison.
Erickson Lubin.
Oh, very good fighter.
Isn't he?
He lost one fight against Jamel, but he got rid of his trainers. He's looking good. I'll tell you one thing about him. That brother moving up.
Yeah.
Love his style.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
I just don't know what else. You know, I don't want him to beat my boy, though, Jamel, but Jamel knocked him out, but he was too young. That's why you can't put these fighters in there too young, because they think they're ready. But they're really not ready.
Right.
Yeah, if I'm your coach, trainer, whatever, I'm looking at these other opponents. Nah. You're not ready. No. I'm not going to do that. That's just like Boots. Boots is, I'm going to tell you, Fred, if I ever never told the truth of my life, Errol's Boots and Terrence Crawford are made for each other. Same style, same everything, but he's too young right now. He thinks he's ready, but he's not. He's a good fighter. Believe me, he's a good fighter, but Terrence Crawford been around the ring a little bit longer. So you got to wait, marinate him, put a little of that stuff on him, sauce him up. When the time comes, that's going to be one of the biggest fights, because they fight the same fight. They fight Danny Garcia. I don't know where he's going to be going. I just don't really know. Keith Thurman, he can't get no fight. He's going to have to move up too. He's talking about he want to fight Jamel. What's up with that? You don't get his fuck knocked out. He's going to be like Richard Steele, going to be counting that nigga on the ground and looking up, counting him, stepping to the side. Keith Thurman can't get nobody. See, he messed up back in the days when Errol wanted to fight him. He told him go get a belt. Errol went over there to Kell Brooks, got a belt, came back to the States. Now he's treating him the same way. The same way. But Errol gonna have all those belts. Every last one of them. It's just in time, you know, like Tim Bradley. I want him and Andre Ward to go somewhere and sit down and lay off my boy Errol.
Andre Ward, why they so hard on why Timothy Bradley and Andre Ward are so delusional when it comes to Errol Spence?
Look, when Manny Pacquiao gave Tim Bradley that chance, Bradley made $5 million. He was always sniffing up behind Manny's ass. Once he got that fight, it was all about the money. Now they don't want Errol to make his money. Errol got to do and feed his family. You can't listen to these niggas on the sideline. We don't know what we really talking about. The people in there fighting, they the one really know. Right. They the one got to perform. We just out here seeing and looking. That's why I tell you it's my thoughts. I'm only saying what I feel, but I don't really know this stuff. Sometimes it comes true, though. I hate to tell you it do. It comes true. But I don't know. And Andre Ward, they talking about, now when you fight Manny, you be ready. You can't tell him who to fight. Let him be free. You guys fought who you guys wanted to fight.
Right.
You know, so I don't know. I'm just looking for Errol to give Manny that these little short. I want him to rip him. I want him, if he just gets in his chest and rip him for me and put some body shots on him.
Right.
That's gonna be a quick fight. I'm telling you, everybody think Manny gonna do something.
It possibly can be a quick fight under 6, right?
It's gonna be quick. I hate to tell people because see, they both southpaws. Manny has a little something, but you notice when Mayweather fought him, he put a few little shots on Mayweather. Keep his ass in front of you. When Manny gets you on the ring, he be trying to explode on you. He be trying to just take you, you know, you just got to really cover up. But I don't want to see that. If I see that, then I'm going to be mad. Pivot quick.
Yeah.
Out boxing. Brawl with him if you have to.
Right.
Errol can take punches because he was taking Sean Porter's punches. He can take some punches.
Right.
So he didn't take no tune-up fight. So I think he think he's muscle man, which he is. He all that to me. He the truth. He everything. All I see, Errol Spence, he will tame you, claim you, he will frame you, and put your ass in the Hall of Shame. He don't care because he know he going down in the Hall of Fame. So he don't really matter. It don't really matter to him. He's coming out, letting you know, I'm in this division, and it's like, I'm going to wipe everybody's ass. It's going to be that simple. They be talking that shit like they used to say Manny and Mayweather. They couldn't wait. Now it's Terrence and Errol. It's the same thing. Right. Just look at it, Fred. If people into boxing, styles make fights. I don't want to say this because I don't be wanting to get into it. Because see, sometimes I like to go to the fight, Fred. And when I say certain things, I look up and see these motherfuckers. I have to be fighting their girlfriends and shit because of what I put out there. But it's only my thoughts, so they shouldn't get mad over it. You know, they shouldn't really get mad over it. If your fighter is all that, get out there and prove it. Let me know. Show me what your mama taught you. If she didn't teach you nothing good, you can get your ass whipped. Simple as that. Pimps up, hoes down. Is that what they say, Fred? Pimps up, hoes down. You know. So I don't know. I just want to make sure that this gets out to Derrick James. I need Errol to be sharp. I need him quick.
Well, he'll watch it. Talk directly to Derrick James.
Derrick James, this on Peggy. You don't know me and I don't know you. But Errol he's that guy. He's cold-blooded murderer in the ring. If nobody sees this, Errol is an animal. All I need Errol to do is keep him in the middle. I'm going to give you the solution right now. And if I'm wrong, I don't want to say nothing no more. I want Errol Spence to have Manny face-to-face in the middle. I don't want to see Errol near those ropes. Whenever he gets you back and start throwing those 4 or 5 punches, pivot quick. Pivot quick. I need Errol to stay to Manny's right at all times because if he goes left, Manny's a southpaw. That's power he's going to run into. When he gets close to Manny, if you never throw uppercuts, Manny's so little, throw it sharp. Duck. Swing your left. Put that nigga down. If he ain't on the ground, jump on him. I need you to stay on him. Anything that Manny puts out, I need Errol to double it. Double it. Take over, because it's a lot of people that loves Manny. If this fight is close, they may make it a draw, or they will give it to Manny.
Right.
Because he pulls in money. So you got to straight right out kick his ass.
Right.
Let him know the end is over.
Right.
It's over for you. It's no more. You can go fight somebody else. You're not going to step in here and take my pound for pound. He worked too hard for it. Everybody was always, Errol could never for a while get a fight with nobody. So once you done got on this stage, perform. That's all I need you to do, is get in there and perform.
Right.
I just want you to be quick. Be first. Be sharp. Whatever he do. Just body shots. Manny's not used. If you notice, no one ever puts body shots on Manny. Have you ever seen that too much?
Very seldom. Very seldom.
No,
I thought Jeff Horn did
it.
a little bit. Jeff Horn did a little bit because it may put them at risk of the return fire because he's so explosive, you know.
Well, they're gonna see how quick Errol Spence is.
Mm-hmm.
If he rip him down the middle, I need some right up under Manny's throat there. Rip the body there. I don't give a fuck if you fuck up the kidneys. I don't care. Get him out of there any kind of way. But one thing I know, Errol better be ducking. He better duck and get out the way, because Manny will throw a bunch of punches on you. Yeah. And he'll get right there up on you, right up on you. He just throw it like a little. One thing about Manny, when you know he getting ready to explode on you, he'll start jumping around just a little.
Yeah.
He start moving just a little. When he do that, send that damn right down the middle. Make him start over jumping. Every time he want to jump on you,
put that jab in his
face.
Make that
nigga real jump on
any part of his body. Touch him. Just keep touching him so he can reset, right?
I don't want him to touch him, Fred. I want him to feel him. I want him to feel that motherfucker. Like he's in his feelings. Put it on him. Don't step back on him.
Well, to Derek James' credit, he does teach that. Like every punch must count, because he turns on much of his punches, excuse me.
Errol can't give up. Like he did with Danny, he laid back a little. Manny's an old fighter. I call Manny the GOAT of the boxing, because he's been around so long. What he getting ready to turn, 42, 43, something like that?
Yes.
You seen what he did to Keith Thurman. He rushed him in the first, and then he took his little right hand and hit him. He didn't even hit him with the left hand, and he dropped Keith Thurman. Mm-hmm. That shit's crazy. And see, Keith Thurman, at the end of them fights, Keith was coming back. I think that could have been a draw. But Manny has so many fans. Derek, we don't want this fight close at all. We don't even want to think about being close. Go in there, be aggressive. Take over. Let him know I'm that guy.
Right.
And I'm not going to play around with you.
Right.
Not at all.
Right.
And once these fighters see this stuff, it's going to be man down, strap me down. It's going to be all kind of shit going around. I'm going to be at my house screaming like a mug.
Right.
Screaming.
Right.
What's that? How many fights Manny done had? About 71?
Somewhere in there. Yeah.
Yeah, 71. I think he got like 39 KOs, 7 losses, 2 draws, 60 something wins. Mm-hmm. Errol gonna be undefeated. I'm telling you guys. Look out for Errol. Errol is the man of the hour with all the goddamn power. Nobody knows it. Right. You gotta don't even give him no damn hassle, because he knows he's the king of the castle. So he the best in the West. So I always say, fuck the rest. Who cares? I don't really care, because it's a couple of fighters. When I like you, Fred, I'm all in there with you. Right. I'm going down with you. I'm going up with you. Right. I'm going to go all around you. I'm going to do whatever it takes to promote you and put you out there and let you know. I love my boys, Charlo twins. Lions only. Lions only. But the last 2 fights they had, both of them was hard fights, to tell you the truth. Real hard. Jamel, I had to go in the bathroom and get the praying on that one. For them last 3 rounds, I swear to God, I had to go talk to God on that. I needed some help because that little short sucker was putting it on him there for a minute. I hate to say it, they're my boys, but at the end when he won them last 3 rounds, that put him right back in there for a draw. A real good draw right then. But the next time he didn't look like himself. He was supposed to come out there and put some salt and pepper on that nigga's ass. Fry him like some fried up chicken. Seemed like he couldn't get in a rhythm. And when he had him hurt, he didn't jump on him.
I noticed that.
He didn't jump on him. If I was out there in the crowd, I think I'd have to get in the ring and slap that nigga and say, get on him. Get on him. But he just wouldn't do it for some reason. I don't mean to go in on nobody, but I wish I could have one day just to talk to Jamel.
Well, he'll listen. He'll watch this video. I'll title it. He'll watch the video.
Look.
Yeah.
I just need one day to talk to him. He reminds me of myself, and I can talk to him, and I can give him some things. That's why sometimes I'll tell any fighter, you need that me time. You need to sit back. He's so happy, Fred, when he's in the ring. You know how he hollers and screams, but when he steps out the ring, that brother ain't there yet.
What do you mean by that? He ain't there.
When I mean by that, he's been in the shadow. I don't want to say he's in the shadow of his brother. He's too serious. That's what I want to talk to him about and just tell him, you can be serious, but I don't want to say what I really need to want to talk to him about because everybody may be looking. And see, people take things and they run with it.
Right.
They run with it, Fred. The brother has talent, but I see something in him that he needs someone to tell it to him. I don't know if no one ever told it to him, but I would tell it to him, and it's all good, what I want to say to him. But I just want him, when he comes out that ring, just like you in there screaming when you fighting, that's his domain in there fighting. But you got to let that go. That's like a job. When you go to work, you leave your work at work. And when you go home, you're in a different atmosphere.
You're making a great point. That's a great observation about Jamel. That's a great observation. Yeah, he gotta take that boulder off of him. You know what I mean? He think he has to be he has to prove himself in the ring and he has to prove himself outside of the ring.
He don't.
And he doesn't.
If I ever talk to him, Fred, he's already a world champion. You'll see a different person in him. Because if you notice, if you ever been to a psychiatrist, how they talk to you, you never know them to raise their voice. But then in the end, they can get to you. They can bring what you have inside you out. And no one's really had him to bring it out. I'm going to tell you, his problem, he's temperamental. Every little thing is, he's like, tick. He going to tick. If you say, just say, for instance, you say, you didn't do this, he going to tick on you.
Yeah.
You don't need that. You tick on them niggas in that ring. But when you come out that ring, you have a family. A lovely family.
Beautiful family.
That's your focus.
Yeah, his son is a beautiful kid. I
can help him with that. He don't look. He need me time. He needs someone to talk to him. If I got a chance to talk to him, Fred, I would just start off talking to him about regular things in the boxing. Then I will slip into him. And then I want to see just how he will react. And then I can tell him, this is the way you should be acting. But you get temperamental about everything. He's even temperamental with his brother. But Jamal pisses him off, too. I hate to say it. He says little shit to him that he knows he's going to hit the rocket. Can't do that. And then he turns around and say he don't mind being second. Damn, you don't put that out. Y'all brothers. You keep that shit closed. Seal it up. Tape it up. Certain little things I don't like to hear between the two of them. I love them two so much. You just don't know, Fred. When they fight, I'm in here on my knees crying. They not my kids. I'm not even kin to them. But it's what I see in them too. It's what I like. I want them to have the best bond. One of them needs to have some twins, and they think they the fighters. whichever one of them have twins, one of them got 5 kids already. Jamal, I think.
Yeah, he married his high school
has
sweetheart.
4 boys and 1 girl.
Yeah,
and I think he has 2 and 1. But they need to have some twins. And see what with Jamel, he's only focusing right now on his young kid. I don't want to get. I need to talk to him, Fred, and I can show him and point
I have his
out
number.
the little things.
I have his number.
The little things. He's like he says. I already knew this. He don't like to smile. He's serious.
Yeah.
You don't have to be that serious. But he's happy in the ring.
He is happy.
You wanted that same shit
joy
on the outside.
That joy.
Look, I met one of them. I don't know which one I met. One of them was fighting. Look, Fred, I met him at the, I think one of them was in Vegas and one of them was fighting at the Stub Hut.
Uh-huh.
And I got a picture with one of them. I just don't know which one it is.
Uh-huh.
You know, but he was very nice.
Yeah, they're respectful. Nice. They're very respectful.
Very nice, young man.
Except fight week. Fight week. Outside of fight week, they're pretty kind. Inside of fight week, they're angry. They're pretty aggressive. They're grumpy. They're aggressive, and they don't know how to play the media. They don't know how to manipulate the media to get media on their side. They want you to be a friend or an enemy. And but in order
that's not going.
Exactly. And in order for
that's
you,
not going to work.
And in order for you to be their ally, you have to do it on their terms, you know. And so they got to learn how to massage it a little better. Because I'll give you an example. I say the same thing about Jamel, the same thing you say, except I tell him with the man's veracity. You get what I'm saying? And he doesn't like that. Like Jamel and I don't really like each other per se, because I give him the same energy he gives me. Because if I take a step back, then these fighters will step over you. You know what I mean?
They're gonna grind you up like a grind.
Exactly.
Fred. You got to stay on it.
Yes.
You hear how I talk with authority, and I'm a woman.
Yes, exactly.
You have to be straight up. If you want someone to recognize you and respect you, you let them know I stand up like you stand up.
Right.
I bleed like you bleed.
Exactly.
That's why the two of them, they need me time. And when I say me time, I want them to have their head not all on boxing. Who thinks about you? What they think? Who gives a fuck about what a person thinks about you, Fred? You know who you are.
Right.
You know, one thing about me, I don't care what a person says about me. I know me.
Right.
I'm not going to sit up there if you say you this, or that. You know what? I'll roll that off like water, but I'll keep it in mind. Don't think I didn't hear you.
Right.
And then I have to respond of how I'm going to fix this.
Right.
Because they said this about me. How am I going to turn it around? There's a lot of ways you can turn things around and stuff. You know what? Fred, I swear to God, I was crying so hard one day over them too.
You was crying over the Charlo twins? That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Look, I love them.
Really?
They're no kin to me. It's something about them two brothers.
I'll make sure they get it.
I had 2 brothers in my life.
Yeah, beautiful.
And they wasn't a year apart, Fred. They died a year apart. They were so close. You could have thought they were twins. This one couldn't fight without the other one.
Wow.
I'll be liking by them, they were in that womb together. You don't have to have competition against your brother. Never.
Exactly.
Because when one shines, the other one gonna shine, because you are looking at yourself when you look at your brother.
Right. Right.
They both the same. People, one thing I hate about when the Charlo twins come out, I hate to say this, a lot of the Hispanics do not like them. They prove themselves. They fight. They're good fighters. I could see if they was dump trucks, you could say things about them, but they get mad and they'll cuss you out. Don't do that to the fans. You trying to pull them in. You want them on your side. No matter what you got to do.
Right.
Pull them in. Will them in like a fish.
Right.
Once you get that fish, you do what you want to do with it, right?
Absolutely.
You do what you want to do. See, it's a lot of things sometimes people don't tell other people that they really may not see it. That's why I say, if you have a father and a son, don't be his trainer, because you always think your kid is the best. Let someone else come in and do it, and they're going to tell them the truth. It's going to be the real deal. No, I don't like this. I don't like that. I hear Earl talk about it all the time about Derek. I don't like some things Derek say, but he knows it's for the best of his interest. You know, I thought that was kind of strange when he said, my daddy was paying me to let him trade me. You know within yourself if Derek is doing a good job. Another thing with Jamel, he may not say it. He may not own up to it. But I'm going to tell you the truth right now, Fred. Ronnie Shields liked the Jamal better. And he put more interest in Jamal. I'll tell it like it is, Fred. I don't try to bash nobody, but that's the truth. And Jamel knew it. He knew it. He came out and said something to the fact about, oh, I was sleeping, I overslept. He didn't want to train me. That's not the truth. And if it is the truth, it's the weak truth. I could see it. He could see it. The world could see it. Ronnie Shields had more faith than the other brother. This was a good idea when Jamel went to Derek James. He's relaxed over there, but he, when Derek James told him, you need a knockout, if he would have lost that fight, I was scared. And I'm not even in there fighting, Fred. It's just some things I can feel. I sit here and I cried because I knew what the results end was going to be. When that Tony Harris, when he lost that fight, that took a lot of air out of him. I mean, a whole lot. That's one thing I wanted to discuss with him and talk to him about, too. Tony Harris knew he lost that fight, ran all into the cameraman, broke his glasses. You know he didn't win that fight. Jamel was talking a lot of crap that week. And sometimes people has a defense of what people say. They don't like him. But that's not your job not to like him. If he gets in there and perform, give him his credit. He beat that fight. I looked at that fight over. I said, where did he go wrong at? I didn't see no wrongness there. So when the second fight came, he beat that nigga down. It was the same results. It should have been, but it wasn't. And see, a lot of that stuff, Fred, that plays mind tricks on him. He don't know how to take that shit, shove it to the side. Right. Like you out there shoving snow. Oh, motherfucker, it's snow today. You come back stronger.
Right.
And I like what he did when he came back. Who was it? Jason Rosario, and got all the belts?
Right.
That lifted him up. He needed that. That was a big, big, big plus for him. Nobody may not know it. Nobody may not see it, but I felt that, Fred. I'm telling you, I have to pray hard for them because there's something about them. It's just people just want to just snatch at them, which I don't see why. I know a lot of friends. They'll tell me, oh, I don't like them because of this or that. They talk too much trash. That's the name of the game. Did Muhammad Ali used to talk trash to Frazier and the rest of them? Foreman and them when he was getting ready to beat them up? That pulls in. Revenue is what counts in this world. And when you know how to get them dollars, pop the collars, and go on about your business, you gives a fuck about what these niggas say. You go home and count your money. That's all you do. That's all you do. I have to sit here, Fred, and I just goes over a lot of things, and I just say, oh, I just wish I knew them because I can keep him so smooth. He has to be relaxed. Every time he has a fight, he needs a 101, a nice good talk before he goes out there. But when you at the end of that talk, I'll make a monster out of his ass, what I would want to say to him. When you're in that ring, you're the master. You owns that. Act like that's your property. You don't let nobody step in there and do nothing to you. You got to let these niggas know, recognize who you are, who you stand for, what you going to be, and what you going to bring to the table. It's a lot out there that people say they could do and this, and that. I can sit here, Fred, and talk to you on and on about this and about that. But when I'm focusing on somebody, I'm focusing on them because I'm helping them every night make that next move.
Right.
Don't know I'm praying hard, just like their mother.
Oh,
just like their mother.
No,
are you there?
No, I'm here. I just dropped the mic. But what I was going to say to you is you're exactly right in terms of why I believe you to be right as it pertains to Jamel. Yeah, that chip on his shoulder is going to cost him long term because you're going to spend the most of your life outside the ring than you are inside the ring. And I think your comforting words can ultimately help him. You know,
he haven't figured that out though yet.
No, he
Fred.
hasn't. He has not.
Haven't you noticed that?
Oh,
He
absolutely.
Figured that out.
Absolutely.
It's all about boxing.
Absolutely
That's his world. That's fine. That could be your world. But once you step your feet off and in that ring, who gives a shit?
Right.
Go home and do what you got to do.
Right.
You know, he'll tell you, I don't like to make people laugh. I don't make people like to smash. See, people look at you and they take things the wrong ways. He's living a life and he says he's happy. I've been there, done that, Fred. I know how to be a loner, but I do know when I get in front of people and I have to do certain things, I know how to turn that other switch on.
Mm-hmm.
It's the time to turn it on, time to turn it off.
Right.
Whenever he steps in front of a commentator, that's a plus. You get an exposure.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just come there and say, oh, I don't need to talk to this and this. No. Think. Everybody's going to hear this, the world.
Right.
But sometimes commentators says things to people that they don't want to answer.
Right.
And you really don't have to answer it if you don't want to.
Yeah. Like, for example, when a media member asked them the wrong, like Jamal did this to me one time and I took it in stride. He says, well, you asked me the wrong question, but he doesn't know he's talking to my audience. He thinks he's talking to me. He's not. So when my audience sees that, which does millions of views a month, they're going to be like, oh, Jamal's an asshole. But they don't know. They don't have that foresight. They don't have that.
Said that, Fred. I'm glad you said this is the things I would like to talk to them about. And
right.
You know, you have to know how to go get them dollars.
Exactly.
You really know how to go get that money.
Mm-hmm.
Only time I seen Jamal kind of like, you know, I think he was a little hurt over, what is it, Daniel Jacobs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Daniel Jacobs. Oh, yeah, now who I ran up on.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what Daniel Jacobs did to him to break his little heart? I'm going to tell you. He told him, you don't have that money.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what he responded back to him? I'll beat you and get the money.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong answer. You don't tell him nothing. You keep that in the back of your head. So you get in the ring with that motherfucker, you whoop his ass, then you tell him, what about this money thing? I took you down, nigga. Then you talk shit. Don't hatch your eggs before. You go get him. I want to see them two go at it. Because Daniel Jacobs, I think, signed a big contract when Mayweather had left. And they had put him in the forefront. So he's going to run this game about the money on him. You didn't have to do that to him. You don't, another brother, you don't low rate him. You don't put him down. You can talk there, so you want to fight me, whoop this. That's cool. Like he said, he don't want to fight, what is it, Dimitri Andre or something like that?
Yeah.
Dimitri's looking for any fight, Fred. I hate to say this. I think he's with Eddie Hearns now. I'm not for sure, but I think he's with Eddie Hearns. He had a promoter and a team and stuff before, and he didn't fight for a while. Right. So he don't have them dollars like a lot of people. So he's searching out there like Keith Thurman. He's trying to get money and stuff. He keeps wanting to fight Jamal, but Jamal should have said this. The way he said it was wrong. I'll never fight him. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's wrong, Fred. You don't say that. The revenue. I don't think you can pull in enough fans for me to be on a pay-per-view or we make this money. It's the way you do things. Mm-hmm. It's the way you say things. Mm-hmm. You have to have someone in your corner that can always, when they see you doing wrong, pull them to the side and say, no. Next time when you come to that, this is the way you handle this.
Right.
We know you're a star. We know you fight. We know you winning.
Right.
But it's certain things the fans and the world do not want to hear.
Right.
And sometimes you have to choke it up and take it in.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you get home and you kick that shit out in the curb. But when you're out in the media could destroy you. Right. And that's what they want to do to Jamel. I need to get to him, Fred.
Well, he's doing it to himself a lot too now. Now you gotta have that duality.
Fred, he doesn't know. I'm trying to tell you.
No, I'm just saying, but I mean,
being himself.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I get that.
He's being himself. Think about it.
Yeah.
You're not just an average bumblebee no more.
He's not.
You are icon in people's eyes right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain things you're not going to be able to do.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing with Terrence Crawford, he's going around making people hate him too, going in different stadiums, booing him and stuff. You don't go down there where Errol lives in Texas and talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is you crazy? That could have broke out in a big brawl out there and stuff. And it's just no good. Somebody got to get to these fighters and let them know the do's and the don'ts.
Right.
And if they don't know this and they haven't been taught this, I get the feeling sometimes they're not going to listen to their mother. I already figured that out. They're not going to listen to her. She wants them to be close. She wants them to be brotherly, but they're stubborn. And they don't know they're the same. Even though Jamel may be a minute come out and stuff, Jamal has to take control and say, look, I wouldn't even call him little brother. We're the same age. See, that's where a lot of people gets at him, trying to call him little. He don't like that. That's not in him. He knows they the same age, but he doesn't like that. It's just certain things that can tick people off. And I can see some of the things that he says. I mean, like, oh, no. Don't do that. No. I have to keep you where you can say what you want to say after you'd have made all that money.
Right.
You got to get in there like Mayweather, make your money. Mayweather was always respected. He came out, only one when he told, what was that commentator? He says, oh, I wish I was younger. I could fight you.
Larry Merchant.
Mayweather said, you ain't going to do shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he wouldn't. He never would give Mayweather no credit.
Right.
He would never, he was always down in him, saying the wrong things, But when you're a black fighter, it's a lot to learn in this game. They're not going to treat you like these white fighters. They're not going to treat you like white. Donald Trump got these people right now so fucked up in the world till it's crazy. They busting up on niggas now, talking trash. I've seen it, Fred.
Wow.
I said, Donald Trump got these people losing their damn mind. But you can always call me and get a good talk. I'm going to tell the truth.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell the truth.
No. You
may not be there for him, Fred, but
you said a whole lot.
You know the truth.
You said a whole lot. And this video is going to get to him 100%. 100%. My platform is big enough.
I love them.
Where they'll get it.
Every time, I don't care who I talk about, I will shout out to them too. Most definitely. And I just want to talk to them because there's some little things I hear them say. No. I don't want to hear that. You said to him and you said to him. But when you step over the line and say something about someone's wife or their kids, you can't take that back, Fred.
Yeah. Right.
You just can't do that.
Right.
You have to draw a line.
Right.
You just can't do it. And I don't want to get on him or nothing, but I just want to point it out to him and ask, how would you feel if this was said? I'll give him a different scenario. But I don't want to put it out there because people would. Oh,
it made big news. It made big news last fight when he said that about his wife. And because I was taken back by it, and that
I didn't like that.
That he would talk that bad about Jamal. I was like, huh? You talk and so
that's your brother.
Yeah, and that was my thoughts. Because then it allows the fans to separate y'all. It allows the fans and the media to say, hey, you better than Jamal. Hey, Jamal, you better than Jamel. You don't want that dissension between the two.
Don't even answer.
Yeah.
If I was them too, if someone's bold enough to ask you some shit like that, you bold enough to tell them what you really mean.
Exactly. And
you don't come between me and my family.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You don't do that. And see, something about the twins, I don't know why people so itchy just to get stuff out there on them and stuff. It's not like they're bad fighters. They get out there and prove themselves.
Well, Jamal got a questionable resume at 160.
No, he don't need to take his ass up to David Benavides or whatever. That's his. What he fights at 168?
Yeah, 168.
Don't do that shit. I'm telling you right now. Aunt Peggy said, "Do not step up." Now, if you get bigger, that's different. But that's his zone. That's his war zone. Do not do that. That's over your head.
He said he'll go down to 160. David Benavidez say he'll go to 160 and fight him.
He's not going to go to 160.
I know that's talk. I know it's talk.
Please.
I know it's making conversation now.
He's not going to do that. He's not gonna do it. Even though Jamal said he will fight him, he probably just talking shit. You know, and then people want to make them stay to their word and stuff. Sometimes you're just talking shit. Shit talk. Right. Everybody have a little shit talk in them. You know, but the fans, well, you said this. You said, everybody don't keep to everything they say.
Right.
You know, he needs to come out and address it. That's out of my weight. I need to gain more weight. Put it to rest. Don't let it keep on lingering out there. Put that shit to rest.
Right.
You know? But how long he been asking for Canelo? Yeah. Too damn long.
Yeah, Canelo creates his own little, you know, I mean, Canelo's a different type of breed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but look, they made Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford. What was it? The WO said he's first in line. You have to come fight. Make Canelo. You know what Canelo do? He gives his belts up. What kind of sorry sack of shit do that? Mm-hmm. And he talking about, I'm born ready. They ain't born ready to me.
Nah, he different. Canelo. And the business of boxing is allowing him to do it. But that's the problem because like Jamel Charlo, he says Canelo's the best fighter in the world. But you're calling him the best fighter when he's ducked you for years and he's ducked your brother for years. So you got to make him into a man's man. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to tell this man, no, you've been ducking me for years. Like, you got to man up and fight me. But he called him the best fighter in the world. So Canelo continues to parade around boxing and do what he wants to do.
That's just like Roy Jones and Tarver. Tarver put him on Front Street.
Exactly.
Put him on Front Street.
Yeah.
He has to do the same. But one thing about it, they'll make the brothers come out and do the right thing. But Canelo, you know what? Mayweather rocked him in his world. He was at his prime. Mayweather was hitting that nigga so many times. He couldn't even see when the punches was coming towards him and stuff.
Right.
You know, he don't want to deal with a lot of blacks. Mm-hmm. If you notice, he hasn't had a lot. I think, what's the little guy, this other guy that's been fighting for a long time, the black guy, what is his name? I think he beat Canelo too, and they gave
Trout. Oh, Laura.
No, not Trout.
Laura.
Trout lost against him.
Laura.
That's it. Landy Lawrence or something like that. That brother been fighting a long time. He don't want to go back over that water dude.
Yeah, he's American Dream. That's Laura. That's his nickname, the American Dream. You know, yeah, Canelo is. I mean, you can say everything you want to say about Canelo and be right. You know, he does what he wants to do, and the business of boxing keeps on paying him, so he's gonna keep on doing what he wants to do. The Zone wants to pay him. Al Heyman wants to pay him. Al Heyman offered him $40 million.
He's not gonna do that because he knows that's a setback. Do you think Terrence Crawford's gonna go to Al Heyman?
Nah.
He keeps letting Bob M disrespect it. I don't know why his mama Debbie ain't done kicked his ass, because Debbie is a road runner. You know, I don't know why she ain't stepped in and talked shit to Al Heyman. Disrespects Terrence Crawford. And if Terrence
Bob Arum.
Yeah. He disrespects Crawford.
Right.
If Crawford tells me go in on that mug, I'm going in on him. He ain't gonna like it, but I'm gonna go in on him. Some of these people need to hear the truth.
Right.
He talking about he didn't spend so much money, he can build the house from the ground in Beverly Hills. How much money you done took away from other fighters? Do you sit back and think about that? As soon as you getting a little money taken out, you want to holler like a bitch. It goes hand in hand. Weigh it out. He wants Crawford to get out there, promote, do this, do that. No, that's what I hired your ass for, nigga. Do you know? Or do you remember? Do you know or do you remember? I think Eddie Hearns is going to try to step in and mess with
in some capacity. He may even, if the fight goes to purse bid, I would even think that he may even bid on Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter's fight.
But Errol Spence and Terrence, I don't think are going to happen, Fred, because the money problem. See, Errol not going to let him get 50-50.
Oh, no.
That's what's going to stop the fight. And see, my thing with Terrence Crawford, if you so into that you can beat Errol, I don't care. You ain't even got to pay me. Just go whoop his ass. That's the way I am. You don't even have to pay me. If I feel I got some skills, if I have skills enough to get you, the money ain't no problem, because if I whoop him, I'm going to make more money. I'm going to be a pay-per-view fighter. Terrence, he has Omaha, Nebraska that'll back him up. But he can't bring in like Manny Pacquiao and Errol. Sean Porter, I don't even know if he's ever had a pay-per-view fight, because you got to be able to bring some people in. That's the whole thing. People got to like you. That's why I'm worried with this fight. Manny brings his whole country over here.
Facts. They're going to be here.
He brings, so I don't want it to be no close fight. Derrick James, call me. I can't give you my number, but call me. Call me like you're talking to the Lord. Aunt Peggy, this is what I'm going to do. I'll get it, because on this end, I'm taking care of it over here. What I want Errol to do, I'm walking around this house every day. I need you to jab, jab. Keep him in the middle. Do not get on the ring. They think I'm crazy around here, Fred. But it's real. The more I put it out there, this is what Errol's going to do. Errol already ready.
Oh, Earl ready. And he kept his weight down in this camp, too. And he got back with his strength and conditioning trainer. He got a chef and a nutritionalist. So I can expect the very best version of Errol Spence since 3.5.
I'll be praying, Fred. Lord, give his legs the strength. Put power in his hand. Put the mighty power on him. But at the end, just let him win. A lot of people don't know. Certain people can be praying for you, and you may not even know it.
You'll never know.
I did that too.
Oh, she hung up. Oh, it was getting good. Let me call her right back. I appreciate it. Let me call her right back. And let me get to. I was trying to see if it's on the thing, but 310. Oops, nope.
Hello.
Hey, I'm Peggy.
What happened there, Fred?
I don't know. Your phone dropped.
It just went dead. Dead. Yeah. It's all good though. But Charlo's gonna be all right. I love him to death.
Yeah, and
they'll make you go crazy, but they all right with me.
And you got a connection with Texas, Errol Spence and the Charlo brothers. Yeah.
It's gonna be all right. Everything. Whenever you have someone else that can sit back and have you on their mind, and they don't even know you, and they're no kin to you, that's a plus in you.
Right.
You don't even know what's going on, but somebody's sitting out, lending their prayers to you.
Right.
Keeping you going, making you feel good. I'm praying on Jamel. I just want to talk to him. I just want to have a conversation, and I want to point out a few little things to him, you know?
Right.
I've been there, Fred. I'm like him. I don't like a lot of people around me. I don't like this. That's what my family thinks. I'm temperamental because it's with me, it's black and white, will and won't, do's and don'ts, ones and twos. You have people in life like that. There's nothing wrong with that. But you got to turn on a switch. But they're with him and his brothers, they're in the limelight now.
Right.
You're in the limelight now. You say you lions. You know the lions open up their mouth big. Sometimes you got to keep it closed. They are like, they just do their own thing, Fred. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. They just do their own thing. But If they had someone to talk, sometimes people can talk to you, and you may not see it this way. That's just like if you and I went out there and we seen an accident. You're gonna see one thing, and I'm gonna see one thing. We shouldn't see the same thing.
Right.
It's not. This world is not built upon that, Fred. Not at all. Everyone sees something different. You may see something similar, something alike, but in reality, it's really different.
Right.
But them two, they have a bond. They don't know they're connected. And they got to keep that bond connected.
They do. They do.
I mean, I want the connection. I used to think they lived close to each other, but the way it sounds, Jamal done moved 45 minutes away.
Mm.
You know, you guys have kids. That's a connection right there.
Right.
Big time, big time.
Right.
I just see him, Fred, so good. I keep him in my mind. A lot of times I walk around here and I just say, Jamel this, Jamel that. And I know he probably feeling the energy sometimes. I know.
No, because you said something that's awesome. They have about 8 or 9 kids between the two. Dude, they got their own thing, because I always say about the Charlo brothers in terms of athletic prowess, they're cut from a special cloth, and their genetic pool is kind of freakish, you know. And between their kids, they're going to be lawyers, doctors, actors, because of their genetic makeup. Because of their genetic makeup. You're exactly right. I 100% believe that, but I think they just don't get it. I'll be honest, especially more Jamel. I don't think Jamel gets it. I think he's a little bit different. He's flying off the cuff.
No, he ain't. Fred, he's not different. The boy has a big heart. I looked at something on TV when he went and brought his grandmother home.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
That was really nice. He's really good. People don't see him for who he really are.
Well, he better start opening up. He ain't got that much longer up top. He ain't got that much longer now. He got 3 years, and then Jerron Ennis is coming, and everyone else is coming. So I mean, at the end of the day, the gap in between who's next shrinks every day, every fight.
All he needs to do is get that WBO belt. Derek James, holla at me. I can tell you how to whoop that other little nigga and get that WBO belt. We're gonna attack him next time.
I don't think
he didn't look like himself. He didn't look like himself, Fred. He didn't. I promise he didn't.
And you know why? Because I don't think they're fighting enough. I think if Jamel, because Castano fought in March and then fought again in July. So I think Jamel didn't fight since last September. So I think scheduling was a big deal, because he had him hurt in the second round. And I was like, why are you in the 11th or the 10th? I'm like, why are you just looking at him? Go get him. Go get him. And I thought he would have stopped him if he had been in the ring, you know what I mean? But during that fight, I was kind of off Jamel. I had a different take on Jamel during that fight because of what he said about Wilder. You know, when he said
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, when he said racism.
What's up? What do you think with that fight?
Oh, I think Deontay home. I think Deontay got him.
Well, that old Mr. King, whatever his ass is, that royalty, he's playing mind games with Deontay.
Well, we got to stop the video here because it's going to be too long and people ain't going to get it. So we got to stop it here.
No, we done went way too long. You should have been stopped that.
Nah, we got to stop it. Yeah.
You should have been stopped.
No, I'm still recording it because we got to talk about, it's fight week next week. So we got to do this next week. And we could talk about Wilder next week. Now we left them with a cliffhanger. Now they're going to be like, where's Aunt Peggy at? I guarantee you I'm going to get DMs. Where's Aunt Peggy? Bring her back next week for sure. And from the depths of me, from my heart of hearts, I hope that what you said speaks to Jamel and Jamal. See, I got to treat them as they treat me, because
it's going to get better. Watch what I tell you.
Then you can just get stepped on by them.
Know.
No, I'm just saying. Then you get stepped on by them, and I can't let them step on me.
That's never gonna happen, Fred. You're a good person.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be, the next time you meet them, they're gonna be open arms with you. That's what I'm praying for.
Well, I'll see them next week at the fight. I'm gonna see them next. We'll be sitting by each other.
Well, you make sure you tell them Aunt Peggy loves them to death, and you tell them when I'm crying over people that I don't even know, I'm taking it to heart. because of what I see in them too, Fred.
I hope they get it. I know.
They don't know they living on top of the world.
They are, especially living in Texas.
Mountaintop.
Especially in Texas.
Down there in Texas is cheap too.
Yeah, exactly.
They live in royalty.
Absolutely.
I mean, big time. They're gonna be all right, Fred. And I promise you, Fred, they will be nice to you. Because I have a segment every day, Fred. I sit here and I read my Bible, and I praise for people that I ever spoke to, talked to, anything. I like to uplift people. A lot of people is not happy for other people. They don't want you to have one sock more than them.
Wow. Disgusting.
They don't know if you reach out and bless someone, Fred, the Lord's going to bless you twice.
I already know that. Yeah.
Don't be greedy.
Facts.
Don't ever be greedy. Doing none of that kind of stuff. I live life to the fullest.
Right.
I'm happy. I can get a little radical. I can get a little upset. But I know when to turn that switch on and off, though, Fred.
Okay.
You know, you better not say nothing about the Charlo twins. I tell you that much. I may have to beat you up on it.
Facts.
I have friends that, I've had people that I had to really talk to about them and make them see who the Charlo twins are. Oh, they talk too much shit. I said, hold up. Now, if you was in their position, you need to sell tickets. You gonna sit your little raw ass back and not say nothing? I said, nobody gonna want to come see you. The name of this game is, if I put out there, just say if this Deontay Wilder. When I catch Tyson motherfucking ass, I'm gonna drop kick that nigga. People want to see that. That's just selling. That's all you doing. You're advertising for yourself. And a lot of times people want to see if you can do it. You know, but the way the Charlo twins come over, everybody say, oh, when he had that fight with, J-Rock, he wouldn't shake his hand. I figured that out. J-Rock was talking shit to him. They some evil motherfuckers, Fred, whether you know it or not. I done been felt that. They take shit to heart. You don't have to. Let somebody else take that shit. Y'all be free. That's me. I'm going to do it for them, Fred. They don't know. Every night, they're in my prayers every single day, 2 or 3 times a day. You know, because I don't want to see them lose. Errol Spence got hard. I don't have to worry about him. He knows how to take care of business. Like you said, I ain't even driving no more. I got my horses. I'm out here on my ranch. He did a U-turn. See, he knows how to get back on track. Lord saved him. No broken bones. None of that. Gave him a few little cuts, some juices and stuff. But he was right back up on it.
Right. I
don't even think he was 80% when he fought Danny.
And that's what he said in my interview. That's funny you say that. That's what he said. He said
he told you that?
Yeah. I interviewed him maybe a month, and he randomly called in the show. And yeah, he's a good guy. Man, Earl is special, man. Earl heart is bigger than Texas. You know, I'll forever root for him as a man because of what he did for. Because of that, he just called in randomly. I thought that was pretty cool.
Was real nice.
Yeah.
Charlo twins gonna call in to you too. They're gonna be your friends.
Hell no. Hell no.
Watch.
Never. That would never happen.
Them brothers gonna be all right.
Well, when they retire, when they retire, but not now. when they try to promote their fighters, they'll call in. But outside of that, no, I'm not holding my breath on that. But I will say that Earl, one of my patrons in the barbershop, lost 2 kids, and Earl flew him down to Texas to come to the fight from Vegas and put them up for the weekend. And Earl's just an extraordinary guy, man, and I'll never forget that. I'll never forget.
I met him, Fred, twice when he was coming up. He's really from Long Island, but all he knows is Texas.
Yeah.
He's down. He's in DeSoto.
Yeah, he's in DeSoto.
Somewhere down there. I don't know. I try to keep up with this stuff, but I'm Peggy getting old, Fred. I can't kick it out like I used to. When I was young, I knew all this stuff like the back. It ain't nothing that I read or anything. It's all in my head.
Yeah.
Dead in my head. When I met Errol, he had a couple of his friends at the Fantasy. De La Hoya had a fight at the Fantasy, and I got a chance to see him in Vegas at the joint. He was walking around by himself.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing at the joint. That's funny. We actually had a 2-hour conversation in front of the joint at the. They renamed the hotel. It's called.
It used to be. What is it?
What's the name?
It was Hard Rock.
Hard Rock. We spent 2 hours in front of the Hard Rock, and we just hung out and we talked. We sat on the couch. He had just got. I forgot about that. He had just got finished running 5 or 6 miles. Man, I honor and respect Earl. Man, like him and Wilder are just different, are spiritually just different people. Man, like you know what I mean. And I respect that they're human. You know, they haven't.
I met Wilder too.
Yeah, Wilder's good. Wilder's.
I got a couple of pictures with him. Yeah. The first picture, the second time I seen him at the MGM, I said, "Can I just show you a picture because you look just like my baby's daddy." And it was me and him on the picture. He just laughed. He was so funny over there. He just laughed. I always
he got a big hearty laugh
and stuff. You know, and do things. I got a chance to meet Manny Pacquiao in 2004.
Yeah, Manny's a good guy too. I've been covering Manny.
Yeah, but I'm kicking Manny's butt when I see him because when I met him, he was with Chris Bird, the heavyweight cruiserweight at that time. I think Chris Bird was. And we was down at Temecula, and we was with a lot of people. And I went running over there to him, Manny. You know, all my friends like, what the fuck you running over there for? Who is that nigga? I said, that's Manny Pacquiao. He wasn't popular then, though, Fred. I seen something in him. I told Manny, don't you ever forget me because you're gonna be the world's great. I can't get near Manny now.
Well, he's working out every morning at Pan Pacific Park.
I know where that is on 3rd Street.
Yeah, he's there every morning, 6 a.m.
Take my picture and take it up there and show him. He told me he wasn't gonna never forget me.
6 a.m., 7 a.m. He's there every morning. Yeah,
I think he bees up there by that Hollywood set, the Griffin Park exhibit.
Yeah, he runs up there and all that. Yeah, Manny's just such a humanitarian, man. He's such a humanitarian, nice, and it sucks that I really couldn't enjoy his career because I always blamed him. Not naturally, but because I always sided with Floyd as it pertained to their negotiation. So every time I watched a Manny Pacquiao fight, it was always to see the things he couldn't do good. You get what I'm saying? So now yes, go ahead. So
look, when I met Manny didn't have nobody, no entourage, no nothing. One thing about me, Fred, when you see somebody, I know he has met many of people afterwards. But when a person walks to you and tell you you're gonna be great, watch it. Right after that in 2004, how was Manny's career going? It started booming like hell, didn't it?
Yeah, it was the Mexican killer.
Manuel, look, I told him, all my friends was like, who is this guy? Why are you? I said, y'all don't know, Manny Pacquiao is a good fighter. For to be a woman, they say, oh, you don't know. Do you know my friends are calling me? Give me that picture with him. And I said, no, you guys didn't like him. Do you remember? We was down there to see James Toney. That's one hell of a dude, James Toney.
He should be in all of Fame.
I thought he would be radical. That's one good brother. I'm telling you.
From Detroit, Michigan.
I met him. I think Jackie Keller or somebody was his manager or something like that. But he always seems like a hard, rough, rugged. No. That's not it. We sit there, we chopped it up. He could have swore that we were kin the way we were talking. He sit there and we talked. I'm like, I did never really see this in you. Mayweather, I thought he was going to be arrogant and cocky too. Not at all. Not at all. Only thing with Mayweather, I had to go through 3 checkpoints to get to him. That was something else. And Fred, I have a lot of friends that knows Mayweather very well. They have come here to my house. They know I love the Mayweather. And I will beg them, tell him his #1 fan wants to meet him. Nobody never let me meet him. I got a chance to meet him through Jawan, his cousin. I seen an old picture. I used to follow, let me see, I think Mayweather is February 24th, 77. He was born in 77. And I just go through some of my stuff. And I seen him. I said, you the one Mayweather was fucking in his chest and stuff. You know, and when I told him, he said, how you know that? I said, I follows him. I said, but I want to meet him. He said, come back at 4 o'clock. You know what came to my mind? Here's another person telling me this shit and have me wait.
Mm-hmm.
I came back at 4 o'clock. I went to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
He told me, come down. Came back at 4 o'clock. I seen the baby's mama. I said, where he at? She said, girl, sit right there. You'll see him come by here. I'm like, I want a picture with him. All I ever do is think about this guy. So Jawan went back there, and I don't know what he said to Mayweather. And he told me, come on. I went to walking that way. Mayweather got some of the biggest bodyguards. And one of them stood, Fred, I swear. He like, where are you going? And me so stupid, I said, where are you going? I'm looking at him and he looking at me, and Jawan, the cousin, he laughing like hell because he like, Mayweather said, let her in. You know, he just tickled. Mm-hmm. So I goes to the next phase. Gets there, this big white boy there. He like, you know she can't come here. He said, Mayweather said, let her in. I had my little book and shit. I just wanted to get the picture and stuff. Goes to the last one. Homeboy like, now she ain't coming through here. This is all of them. Mayweather looked around. He said, I said, let her in. I'm like, yes. You know how you so excited, Fred?
Yeah.
When I went on over there, I had this book. I said, will you just sign my book for me, please? He said, yeah. He said, I said, but I got my family with me. He said, let them in. I didn't think he was going to let that happen. We took the pictures, Fred. We sit right there. We talked for a minute. It wasn't no more than 15 minutes. Then I turned around and I said, oh, hey, Filthy Rich. He said, how you know who I am? I said, you used to promote Mayweather. He looked at Mayweather like, she your fan. She can think back where it is for when we promoted you.
Right.
She's been following you.
That was his record company, Filthy Rich. That was years ago. Yeah.
Way back. But it's just certain things that you gravitate to, Fred.
Right.
And they're not gonna let a woman really do anything. I'm so happy at you, Fred. You be letting me talk. You let me talk shit. You let me say what I want to say. You be letting me do whatever. Fred said he didn't take me forever. I told him you better cut that shit in half because they ain't gonna want to hear all that.
Yo, they gonna hear it. They gonna hear it. I already titled it, so they gonna hear it and they gonna enjoy it. And
that Dante Wilder. I lost $100 on that damn fight. I was just sitting up at the casino. Motherfucker came over there talking shit. I said, he gonna whoop his ass. He said, nah, I got you $100. I bet him $100. I'm like,
well, we'll talk about that
like
next week. We'll talk about that next week.
Next week, I'll be ready.
We'll talk about that next week, and it's fight week next week for Spence and Pacquiao. And
my brother's having a fight party and stuff, but I was planning on doing something. You know, I won't be here for a couple of days or stuff like that, but I'll be here. I'm gonna make it back here to the house. Rigonal fight this weekend.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight. Fight. So yeah,
I just didn't like him quitting on Lamachar.
Yeah, whatever his name. Yeah, Lomo.
That hurt.
Yeah,
that hurt it.
It did.
That hurt it bad.
It did.
You know,
it did.
Especially the way I be talking shit.
Yeah.
But it don't matter. You win some, you lose some.
Right.
But Fred, get it out there where I need to talk to one of them.
Done deal.
I'm gonna send you a picture of which one you make and tell me.
Yeah, I know which one. Yeah, I can tell them apart.
You can tell them apart.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
for sure.
I'm gonna send you a picture of. I'm gonna pull a picture out and I'm gonna send it to you. You can tell me now. I can tell them apart because Jamal got a little mark on the top of his forehead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can tell them apart. But you tell them brothers, I got them like a goose down. I got them covered. They just don't know the Lord is with them all the way.
As He is.
You know,
I agree with that.
All the way.
I agree.
You know, I got you in there too, Fred.
Thank you. I appreciate
Anybody
it.
that I've ever spoke to, said anything to, I pray for them every day.
Thank you.
Your company can get big. You just got to tell me. Say, I'm Peggy. I want to blow up.
I'm Peggy. I want to blow up.
I'm going to send you to the rocket.
All right. Send me to the rocket. I'm with it.
Whatever you want, Fred, just ask and you shall receive.
Facts. Big facts.
I'm going to lend you my prayers, but I'm going to do the praying for you.
Thank you. I'm
going to do it for you. I want you to be successful. And a lot of my friends, I tell them, oh, I know him. You know everybody. You're a lie. I said, yes, I do. I do.
Right.
I got this guy at church. And he goes to the Dodger Stadium. That he always sings for him. And I tell him, I say, I know him. They be like, yeah, right. I don't. Why you just now missing him? I said, I do know him. He said, take a picture. I said, I don't need to take no picture. I got to prove nothing to nobody. I told you, Fred, I know who I am. I know what I can produce and what I can't do. I like to talk shit. That's me. It may not be in the right language that they want to hear it, but it's just all in fun.
Right.
That's all it is. It's just all in fun. You know, I can sit back. I don't know. When I met you, Fred, I don't know how I met you.
I think we were talking. Oh, I was at the barbershop preparing for my for the Earl Spence Sean Porter fight, and you was next door getting your nails done.
Oh yeah. No, there was a fight that night too, wasn't it?
It was the Saturday. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that weekend. It was the weekend. I know I was over there preparing for the Sean. So whoever fought the week before Sean Porter, Earl Spence.
I don't think so. We met another little guy. What's his name?
It was the Friday before. It was the day before. It was a Friday you were getting your nails done.
Your friend Kurt.
Yeah.
Your friend Kurt.
Yeah. And we were next door. And we were next door hammering out the details because we had an event for the Earl Spence fight. I remember. Yeah, there it is.
You blowing up. You're already up there, Fred.
Yeah, we getting there.
You just don't know it.
Yeah, we growing.
You just don't know it. It's going to start, blessings going to start dropping on you, dropping these pounds on you.
Thank you.
Oh, Nita, wasn't that the fight that same night when I met Fred? Was we going to a fight that day? Yeah, that's what I told him. He said, no, I was on a Friday. We was going to a fight because I think Kirk met us down there. Yeah, Kirk met us down there. I think he was giving away stuff.
Yeah. It was that day. Haircut. Yeah, free haircuts, free backpacks, and a whole bunch of food. Yeah, right. That was the Saturday I met you. Oh, so that was the day.
That's a blessing.
So that was the day of the fight of the Spence.
Right, yeah.
Oh, I met you the day of September 19th then of 2019.
And it was raining a little, remember?
Yeah, exactly.
It was raining a
little. It was the day of the fight. Exactly.
Met one of your little friends, Kirk.
Yeah.
I talked to Kirk quite a bit. He don't like the Charlo twins, but he won't say nothing to me about it because he know I kick his ass in a minute over him. So he ain't gonna say, nah, I'm just messing with him. He doesn't like him, but he won't say anything bad about him.
For sure.
You know, or anything like that. I wouldn't either. I really want to, when Errol Spence fight Terrence Crawford, I want to go in. I can tell you just how that fight could be. But I will never be able to go out no more because, you know, people have attitude. When they have fans like certain fighters, they get rowdy with that shit, Fred.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
They get crazy. You know, you don't know what you're talking about. And don't let me say, oh, he going to knock his ass out in the 6th round. Oh, they going to knock my ass out in the 6th round. Because they be like, you janked him. You did. You know how black folks are. We be tripping.
Right.
We be tripping hard, real hard and stuff. I was up at, what was it? What's that club up there on Manchester and Aviation?
Something. Yeah. The G's not.
No,
GS?
it's the GS. That's the GS. What's his name? Mark Breland be hanging up in there.
Okay.
I seen him up in there and stuff, but he barely can talk. You know that.
He talks low, very low.
No, I mean he's whispering. Motherfucker, you need to stand up and be loud. In 1984, that fight division, all them who came out of there, Sweet Pea, Mildred Taylor,
that was a great class.
Holyfield. That class was the bomb, Fred. Yeah. They all was tough.
Tyrell Biggs, I think, was he on that class? Yeah.
Heavyweight, you know. And then when they stole it from Polo Evander, he couldn't stop that punch. He was already in emotion, you know, but that's the way life is. And he came out to be the first one to get him a title, huh? Fred, why don't you get you some fighters?
Nah, I can't do that. Not right now. Because I can't afford to start from the bottom. You know what I mean? I got to get at the top right now because.
You going there, Fred. Yeah. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
You look, whatever you want in life,
go get
sometimes you can sit here and pray and ask the Lord this. Don't even worry about it.
You gotta go get it.
Boom! It done jumped up in front of you. It's going to jump. Whatever you want, Fred, you just have to you really have to speak it.
Right.
Every day, just say, I want to blow up.
All right. We're going to speak to any fighter out there that wants an advisor. They already got a manager. You already got a promoter. Holla at me.
Yeah, you know the game. I told Kirk that too. Yeah. I said, a lot of people don't know. The Lord puts you in certain people's way. Mm-hmm. And just like I'm telling you, you saying, no, you don't see it. It's there, Fred. You already got a platform.
Right.
People know you.
Right.
You can talk to other people.
Right.
Go out there and start getting some fighters and get some that, you don't have to get, the good thing about it, if you get you 1 or 2 fighters, put all your interest in them. You can't have too many because you're going to stray away.
Right.
Get you 1 or 2, Fred, and call your auntie up.
Okay.
And say, look at that nigga, let me know what he got. I said, put him in the ring. Let me see what he got. He ain't got shit, get rid of him. Let that nigga go. See, blacks don't like you to go get Mexican fighters. Mexicans are true to the game.
Right.
They try to come up. And then they want to down you. Why you ain't got a black fighter? No, don't even worry about that stuff. If you're going to be able to be a promoter, you're going to be able to do this. You got to overlook a lot of little shadow shit what people say. You can't worry about that.
Right.
But I got you on lockdown, Fred. I'm going to help you move.
All right. Thank you. I need it.
I'm going to tell you something. And this is the truth. You're supposed to call me, remember?
Yes.
But you didn't call me.
Yeah. And my apologies too. I got caught up in this film. There's no excuses. There's no excuse. I'm telling you.
Put it in a bag and throw it away.
Exactly.
But to let you know how I am, Fred, I don't hold little shit like that.
Yeah, facts.
You know what?
I'm
gonna tell you what my thoughts was. You got tied up.
I was cleaning up the movie. That's exactly what it was. It came out last.
But see, black folks don't see it like that, Fred. Oh, that nigga didn't call me. I'm not. I don't look at that, Fred. I don't know what you was doing.
Thank you.
But I can still reach out to you again.
Thank you.
And Fred, what's up? People don't have common sense to say, keep it moving.
Right.
That's petty shit.
Right.
I don't look at that like that. Fred, you're never going to meet someone like me. I'm true to whatever. My word is my bond. And I have some property right now. I got these people. I just met this lady, Fred, to tell you the truth. I don't know her from Adam from Eve. But she's like, I got this property and it's sitting there and I'm not doing nothing with it. It's just land. I tore my dad's house down and stuff. She wants to put up some containers for the homeless people. So I told her, you can use the property.
Wow.
She said she can put 8 to 10. She want to use it for veterans, homeless people that don't have nowhere to go. I told her, I said, well, right now, if you're really looking, homeless, they got a lot of money out there. They got billions of dollars. They're trying to get these homeless people off the street.
Right.
They're getting ready to get paid, Fred. I mean, big time. So I told her, you can put 8 to 10 of them containers on my property. I told her, you give me $1,000 a month. $1,000 ain't shit, Fred.
For the whole property? Oh,
that ain't shit.
Oh, you should have let me build something on there then. Shit. I just built the house right around the corner from where we met.
Well, look.
50.
I'm gonna tell you this, Fred, and I'm, I don't know.
The camera is still rolling though. I know we're recording this conversation. The camera is still rolling.
Oh no, Fred. Okay. Sometimes I get down and dirty, and you still recording?
Yeah, I'm still recording. I'm still recording. I ain't stopped recording.
Hell. So you gonna fuck around there and somebody gonna get beat down.
Oh man.
Yeah, get down. I just I sometimes if you didn't tell me you were still recording, I'm about to talk some shit, Fred. The real deal talk.
I figured. So
thank God you told me.
Yeah.
Thank God you told me.
Yeah, fact.
Spence gotta be sharp.
He will.
We're gonna do this. He doing it for the team. I'm not even on their team, but I'm on my own team with him. He just don't know it, but I know it.
Right.
He don't know it and stuff. But no, if it doesn't really go too well, Fred,
let me know. Let me know. Let me know.
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
It's over on the east side, but you
Okay.
know how those properties are real long.
Yeah, I know you're talking
They're
about.
not really wide.
Yeah.
But I said I wanted to help her for the simple fact it's the
Uh-huh.
homeless people.
Well,
I
if it
just got the
falls through,
property
I can
sitting there.
definitely build on it. You know what I mean? Or I can buy it from you if it's,
Have you heard of the containers that people
Yeah,
put in
yeah,
containers?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, and yeah, for sure. Yeah, you got to
How
make
much
sure.
do they get for one container? See, the
I don't
state's
know.
gonna really be paying for that.
I don't know, but the state will house them for you though. The state will
They will
house them
pay
for
you
you.
for it.
Oh, for sure.
But I keep on with these people. Sometimes, Fred, I ask the Lord to give me this supernatural power where I don't fuck up. I don't want to be a burden with these people. Like I
Mm-hmm.
told her, I will lease the property to you.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to do the right thing.
Oh,
They
she
getting ready to
will.
get paid big time.
I hope she
They just
does.
want to throw me some crumbs, Fred.
Mm-hmm.
First, they offered me $500. What can you rent anything, lease anything
For
for
$500.
$500?
Yeah, facts. Nah, you
You
should
really can't
incorporate
do it.
profit sharing. You should incorporate profit sharing with it, but you ain't made the deal yet, so which is good. So,
Like I told her, she says, I keep on trying with this lady. For some reason, she brought in these investors.
mm-hmm.
This motherfucker, he gonna tell me 500 is a lot. I said, I have some friends that's next door. They have like a little room for it to just go in, a little bathroom stuff. $1,200.
Oh man, don't listen. $500 is nothing for land. You know what I mean?
$500
Yeah.
is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And like I told her, I've been sitting here thinking, and I keep telling the Lord, let me see, supernatural power me so I can see what's going on. But she's supposed to call me, and she sent me a proposal that was really, really not too cool for me. And I was a little upset because she told me one of her investors said send it to me. I said, but you're investing too. I said, you're
Right.
putting this over on me too.
Right.
So I don't like to be sham like that, Fred.
Right. I got it.
And $1,000 to rent that, they're gonna be getting millions of dollars.
Yeah.
They're gonna get upfront money, Fred. They're
Yeah.
gonna get all kind of shit.
Well, you can do the same thing they're doing. So you may want to go down to the councilman's office, and they'll tell you exactly what they can offer you in terms of grant money, and in terms of how much they offer for veterans. I think it's somewhere like $2,700 a month, So, but yeah, somewhere in there. I believe that's what I get, like $2,700 a month, somewhere in there. But they do inspections, and it got to be ADA approved and all that, and
Yeah, that's why I was letting her just handle all that, Fred. I've been having a problem just sitting there for a while. So I called myself, like I told her, I said, look, I'll let you do it for $1,000. I said, you're really not paying nothing. She says, well, this is my first project and stuff. I said, so when you start making money, I want an increase too.
No, but you got to do that at the initial. So you should just sign like a 2-year lease with her or something like that.
No. I told her I'm not going to even lease it like that, Fred. I told her month to month.
Okay, you can even do it month to month. Yeah.
I told her month to month.
Protect yourself.
I said, for the simple fact, how are you going to get these big containers off my property if things goes wrong? She says, oh, I haven't figured that out. So I told her, she's offered me $200,000. I said, I'll just, maybe sell the property to you. I said, once I get you established where you can put the containers on there and you start making money and stuff, I don't really need the property.
Right.
But if it's going to help someone, Fred, I don't have a problem with that.
At the end of the day, fair exchange is no robbery. And that's why I've stayed in business for so long. I've just been fair.
Don't be greedy.
No, it's no need to be greedy. It's no need to be greedy, man. Be fair and be honest.
That's what I told her. I said, if I borrowed $50 from you and that's all I had was $55, she would get her 50 and I would only have 5.
Exactly.
You just don't really catch people that's true in the world,
right.
Fred. That's the problem.
Right. Absolutely right.
For some reason, I keep gravitating to say, let her do it. She said she got another investor partner because he wanted to give me like.
Well, they should be able to pay you
$5,000.
a lease up front though. So if you're only charging them $1,000, and we're gonna end the video on this. If you only charging them $1,000, they should be able to give you $24,000 upfront. Minimum 12,000 for the year. Yeah, because for sure.
No, Fred, they're gonna give me over $5,000 or $5,000.
No, what I'm saying is, if you're charging them
$1,000, that upfront for
the
monthly rent.
Yeah.
I'll holler at it, but like I told her, the Lord work things out. Fred, I don't worry about little shit like that.
Right.
I said I could sit here and I could steal all I can out the store, and the Lord gonna take it right from me, and I don't even know how it's gonna be gone. That's the way I look at life.
Right.
I ain't gonna do shit that I don't want to be done.
Right.
But go ahead with your day, Fred.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Talk, but I got to get to my two boys. I don't have to worry about Errol. Errol already got his head together.
It'll definitely get to them. They'll enjoy it. I'm about to post it right now, so they'll have it.
Okay, baby, and thanks.
Thank you.
Doing it.
Thank you so much, Aunt Peggy.
All right, baby. Have a good day.
Likewise. Thank you, Aunt Peggy.
Okay. Bye-bye.
That was awesome, Aunt Peggy. And I know y'all gonna ask for more, and I'll gladly bring her on. Thank you so much, Aunt Peggy. And don't forget 9 Wise. Click the link in the bio box, in the description box below. We're doing exceptionally well. We're going into our second film festival. We're in our second film festival in 7 days. So it is what it is. So anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. Go watch 9 Wise. Click the link below, and I'll see you guys tonight, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we're going to rock out and have some fun. I appreciate you guys. Peace.